Hello and welcome back to Love Advice TV. My name is Coach Adrian and I'm here today to talk to you about commitment issues. I've dealt with commitment issues all my life. I've seen men and women who were unable to stay committed, and I've seen so many perfectly healthy relationships break down because one of the two parties had commitment issues. And I was coaching a young lady yesterday who was heartbroken. She was calling me from Italy, and she was heartbroken because her boyfriend has commitment issues. He just can't stick to the relationship, to being in this relationship, even though he is madly in love with this woman. And she was desperate, and she reached out to me, the American coach, because she knows that a lot of men in the US have commitment issues. But the truth of the matter is that men all over the world have commitment issues. And I wanted to do a video to talk about that. Society tells us that the grass is greener. Society rewards us for trying to seek to be happier, even when we are happy in our relationships. It's as if it was our privilege to strive for more happiness when we feel that we are not completely fulfilled in our lives. And usually, our partner in our relationship is the victim of that thirst for wanting more, even when the relationship is healthy. Because it's a lot easier to blame someone else or external circumstances for your inner unhappiness. And that's what was going on with this man in Italy. And what I will say is that the common mistake that I see is that women especially have a tendency of lowering their standards. Because their man has commitment issues, they start to get insecure of getting dumped, of being with a man who's going to leave them. And so their fear and their insecurities trigger negative behaviors, right? You cling on, you latch on, you lower your standard, and before you know it, you are walking on eggshells all the time. And you accept things that you never thought you would, just because you're living in this constant state of fear that this man will leave you. So what I told this amazing lady in Italy is that it's not about trying to control this man's fear of commitment, which was linked to trauma from his childhood and an abandonment, fear of abandonment that was deep-rooted from his adolescence. It's not about trying to change that. You cannot change your partner. You cannot control them. You cannot force them to go to therapy. You can't do anything to do the work for them, despite all the love that you have in your heart. What she needed to do was to work on the things that she could control, her appeal and her level of happiness and detachment, to force this man to realize that he was only hurting himself by letting go of someone who loved him so much. And so it might be counterintuitive, but the best thing that you can do for yourself if you're dealing with a man who has commitment issues is for you not to have commitment issues yourself, right? And for you not to cling on and to latch on and to be desperate and to constantly go back every time you get broken up with. Because every time you do that, you are validating their commitment issues. You are validating the fact that they can continue to get away with breaking up with you. And so the best thing that you can do is to be happy, is to let them know that you love them, that you care about them, but that you love yourself more, and that you want to be with someone who wants to be with you. And in a perfect world, you would be able to maintain a certain level of dialogue and interaction in a communication platform, but not if this man has hurt you or taken you completely for granted. Not if you feel like you're the only one putting in effort to try to salvage the relationship at all costs. If you feel that way, it's probably best that you just pull away and let him lose you too. Let him realize what he has lost, or let her realize what she has lost before trying to fight for this relationship in any way, shape, or form. If you're dealing with a partner who has commitment issues, I can help you become the best version of you. I can help you detach yourself from the trauma of the relationship And by working on you, we can inspire this person that you love to go seek help for themselves because they won't want to lose you. Despite the commitment issues, they'll quickly realize that life without you is a lot worse than life with you as they see you continue to evolve, to be happy, and to honestly be quite successful in your day-to-day life without them. That is the key, and that's how I want you to recalibrate and to shift your focus during your breakup recovery. Do not latch on. Don't live in this fear. Don't feel guilt. Don't let your self-esteem and your confidence take a hit. That won't help you bring this man back or this woman back. It won't help you inspire them to change. Focus on you and the things that you can control. And that's how I was able to help this lady in Italy, and how I feel that I can help you too, to build a game plan and roadmap centered around personal transformation and detachment. And by doing that, we can get this person that you love back into your life, even if they have commitment issues. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Keep fighting the good fight, and see you soon for another video on Love Advice TV.